Hey everyone. Nope. Hey, nope, not doing that either. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, fake YouTube channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nope. Nah. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's me, Emily. I'm here to answer some questions about myself. No, I'm so bad. Hello! Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a little Q&A about myself. So, to start things off, what kind of music are you into? I personally have a very wide variety of music. I grew up with my dad who loves 80s rock music, so I know a lot of 80s rock music, and then my mom who is a runner, so she'll run to anything with a really good steady beat that she can run to. So that turned into lots of pop songs and country songs and rock songs, and then there's just the normal Disney and musical stuff thrown in there. So it's a very wide variety of music, but I do typically stick to country and pop music, which you would think are very controversial, but hey. Where are you from? I am from Las Vegas, Nevada, which is a little ways away, but I've lived there since 2004. Moved around a couple times, but stayed in the Valley the entire time. What brought you to UNCSA? I am here to study music. I came here specifically for this flute professor. I auditioned and had private lessons with a bunch of other professors at various different schools, and I decided that I wanted to go to school and work with this specific professor. How long have you been playing the flute? I've been playing since I was 9.5, and I'm almost 20, so that's like 10 years. 10 years? Something like that. 10 years, give or take a little bit. What do you love most about North Carolina? I love the seasons. I love grass, trees. That's such a foreign concept to me. Grass and trees. It's a new thing. And seasons where like it's nice outside and not blistering hot the entire time. Or there's snow. Snow's a fun thing. What do you miss most about home? My family, honestly. There's not a whole lot to miss about Vegas. It's not my favorite place. I have some bad memories connected to a couple things, and then it's just, there's not a whole lot to do. I mean, people are nice. People are really nice. People are really, really nice, actually. There's a couple people that are, but besides that, very nice people. But, you know, I really just miss my family. That's one thing I miss about Vegas the most. Nothing really special. Ooh, and Rubio's. Y'all don't know what Rubio's or Capriotti's is. Food, man. Which brings me to my next question. What is your favorite food? And that is a very difficult question because I love Mexican food, which is what Rubio's is. But then I also love like a really good sandwich, which is what Capriotti's is. So I highly recommend looking both those places up. They have them on this part of the country, but they're a long ways away. They're like a couple states away, which I think is really sad, and y'all are missing out. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. What food will you never eat? Carrots. Or celery. Celery also kind of sucks. They both taste like someone threw up plastic. Not my favorite. It's very specific taste, I know, but seriously, can't do it. I cannot do carrots or celery unless they're cooked. If they're cooked, maybe. Depends. Like if it's like chicken noodle soup, sure. But like, oh gosh, man, I can't do it. It's disgusting. How would you describe yourself in a word? Quirky, to be honest, because there are moments when I can be like really serious, really deep, really heartfelt, which will happen later in this Q&A. And then there are times when I can be very dorky and spontaneous, like right now when I'm just kind of rambling my mouth off. So I would definitely say quirky for sure. Who was your best friend growing up? My best friend was Liz Blake, or Elizabeth Blake. I called her Liz. We've been best friends since I was 8. So for like 12 years. Wow, that's crazy. 12 years. What is something you've always wanted to try? I've always really wanted to try. I really always wanted to take a photography class. I've always wanted to get into photography and working with cameras and things like that, but it's never happened. So that's something I would really, really want to try is photography, taking some photography lessons from somebody here on campus, since we got a film school here on campus would be nice. What is something you will never try? Skydiving. I'll get into this later, but I have a huge fear of falling off of things. And if you know me, it's because I fall a lot. And so I have this huge fear of falling from tall places. Because I fall enough as it is that I don't want to fall from a tall place and not be able to get up. Because I'm dead. What did you want to be when you grew up? I actually wanted to be a dancer or a veterinarian. But you know, when you're a kid and you're obsessed with animals, you want to be a veterinarian. But then you like do the heavy reading about it and you're like, nah, polite pass, but thanks. And then dancer, I did tap and jazz for years when I was a kid. And that was something I always really wanted to do. It just never happened. Life happens, you move on, you get older, and you become passionate about other things, which is fine. Why don't you curse? This is a question I get a lot. And short answer is 3 things. 1, it's a religious reason, because in the Bible it says that we shouldn't take the Lord's name in vain. So that's obviously why I don't do it. Reason number 2 is I'm a very nice person. Sometimes a little too nice, but that's the subject for a different day. And so I feel like curse words can be really degrading to some people. They can be very rude. They can be very hurtful if used in certain ways. I know that I don't always appreciate when people cuss me out for doing stuff, and so I would never want to do it to somebody else. And so that's another reason why I don't curse. 3rd reason is, in the music world, it's not very professional. You don't go to a concert and have some opera singer who's like all pristine and put together all of a sudden drop like 6 F-bombs in a sentence, or make a mistake and cuss or something. And so it's just not very professional in the music world. And so I just wouldn't do it because of that. I don't want to like cause bad impressions or something like that. I don't judge people for doing it. I understand that it's the way they talk, it's the way they grew up, it's communication, and so I understand, so I don't judge. But that's just personally why I don't do it. Why don't you drink? I get this a lot because I don't go to parties. I went to Beaux-Arts, but that's the only party I've really been to like this entire year. And so I get the question, why don't you drink? Why don't you smoke? Why don't you do drugs? That kind of a thing. Why don't you go get high on the weekends? Because it doesn't sound fun to me. Being hungover and like throwing up and having a pounding headache for like a day and a half does not sound fun to me. I already have migraines. Imagine a drunk, hungover migraine. That sounds awful to me. And I would never want that. And having like little to no control over my actions, because you hear those stories, like people that can drunk and they become a completely different person, whether they're more relaxed or they're like complete 180 kind of a person. I would never want to do that. It just doesn't sound fun to me. And then health reasons, because you know alcohol isn't good for you, smoking's bad for your lungs, all that stuff. So yeah, again, don't judge. I understand that people do it to relax, people do it for social reasons, so I don't judge. Favorite memory from this year? Beaux-Arts. It's fresh in my head. It was such a blast. I had such a great time. I didn't think I'd have such a great time because I don't drink, but I actually had a huge blast. It was a great time. I'm definitely going to go again next year. What's your favorite thing to do on a slow day? Honestly, watch Netflix. My family is really big into movies. I could be a film student. I can talk movies for hours. Quote movies, man. Don't question my movie quoting abilities, because it's like a profession for me, you know? I can quote movies like nobody's business. Me and my family, we go at it. So much fun. What's your ideal weekend? You know, in a perfect world, go to the beach. It's in a perfect world. In my world, it's hang out with my friends, laugh, have a good time, read a book. Read a good book, and then obviously watch movies. What are some of your pet peeves? Not being able to... When you text me, use punctuation, please. That's all I ask of you, because it's kind of like you're talking in one big breath, and I can't separate. I can't make you breathe. I can't make you just be like, stop, and like sort it all out. And so it's really frustrating because there's no... You sent me a text this long? Use some freaking punctuation, please. Just save me the trouble of deciphering your text. I would appreciate it. Thanks. This message is sponsored and approved by Emily Osborne. What is your favorite color? Blue. I love blue, and you wouldn't think it because I don't wear a whole lot of blue. My room obviously isn't blue, but my room is a mixture of mint and yellow and gray, and so it looks pretty aesthetically pleasing, and I really like it. But yeah, I love blue, like this guy, he's blue, and really like a light, like a rose gold, like a blush pink. Like my computer case here is like perfect. I love it. What is your relationship with your parents? My relationship with my parents is actually really good. It didn't used to be. That wasn't always the case. My parents and I weren't always close, but after I messed up enough times, I was like, you know what would make my life so much easier? Talking to my parents. Who would have thought? It made my life so much easier. I talk to my mom a lot, and so being this far away from home has been hard because we are so close. So naturally, I call her like every day, almost. I've called her, not just because like I've missed her and stuff, which I have, but also because she's like my best friend. We're very, very close. And I'm close with my dad too. What is your relationship like with your siblings? That is a little hard. My sister and I are very close. I love my little brother. If you know me, I talk about him a lot because I love him to death. My relationship, however, with my older brother is kind of strained. We're getting along now. We didn't used to, really. Our conversation, okay, you don't understand when I say that I love movie quotes. And because of that, my conversation with my brother consisted strictly of movie quotes for a very long time. Like, that's all we do is quote movies and talk about movies and stuff like that. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm into movies so much, is so that I can continue a relationship with him. Even if it's on such a low level as just movie quotes. I'm just glad we can keep that together. What is one thing you'll miss about school? You guys. I'll miss this class. I'll miss all of my music friends. I'll miss all of my film friends. I'll miss just hanging out and seeing you guys around campus, laughing, talking with you guys. Honestly, I'll miss y'all. What is one thing you're looking forward to about this summer? I'm hopefully getting an internship at the National Flute Association. I applied like a month ago and they haven't gotten back to me yet, but fingers crossed. What is one thing you're afraid of? I mentioned this a little bit ago, falling off of tall things. Like, I love heights. I love going to tall places. I love seeing these beautiful views. But I will never get close to the edge because I can't trust myself to keep my balance. It's so bad. If you've ever seen me just fall, I'll just be walking and my foot will just be like, nah, I ain't gonna lift that high, and I'll just fall over. That's my life for you. What is one pop culture reference you hate? I hate all of them. The whole dad thing and the whip. It's just... And then, like, the flossing, like, all of it is, like, I hate all of them. I feel like if you're gonna dance, actually dance, you know? Like, come on, man. What is one you secretly wish you could do? That little one when it goes like this, I wish I could do that. Just, like, secretly. I still hate it because it's so simple and not a dance move, but at the same time, it does look pretty cool, to be honest. If there was one thing you wish you could change about your life, what would it be? I've had a lot of crap happen to me throughout my life. I've been through a lot of really dark situations. Not like dark as in like really bad, like evil, but like there've been some dark times. We've all had our dark times when things have been rough, we've struggled and everything. And in the moment, just like, dang, I wish I could change this. I wish I didn't have to go through it. I really wish I didn't have to and that it could just pass. But then I've looked back on all those crappy moments and they've really defined me as a person. And so there really isn't anything I would change. I would give myself perspective in those moments and just be like, hey, I know it sucks. Yeah, I just give myself perspective because then you can be in those moments and you can be like, I know it's for a reason, and just have that perspective of it'll pass. Right now it sucks. Right now it sucks a lot, but it'll pass. And I appreciate that perspective. That's the one thing I would change. What is something not many people know about you? Guys, I have this unhealthy obsession with sloths. I love them. They are adorable. They are so cute. And if you've ever watched a video of like the video where the girl is like bathing the sloths and she literally hangs them out to dry, and he's like in a little blanket and he's so cute, guys. Oh my gosh, I watched that video and I cried. It's really embarrassing, but I did. If you want to make my day, show me a picture of a sloth. That's all I gotta say, because gosh dang it, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, my dream come true would be to see a sloth. Like, honestly, I could die happy having held a sloth. That's all. I have a sloth onesie at home. I was gonna bring it to school. I never did. Next year, sloth onesie. Last question, what is your guilty pleasure? It's not coffee. It's Cadbury chocolate eggs. They only have them at Easter, and they're my favorite thing on the planet. Like, I love like mint chocolate chip ice cream and stuff, but those are like heaven in a candy shell. Root beer. Oh my gosh, root beer. If you can't tell, I really like food and chocolate, which is bad because chocolate makes my migraines really bad and sucky. But you know what? Sometimes the pain is worth it because, gosh dang it, they're just so freaking good. Okay, that was my last question for myself. If that's how this works, because that's how this works. I'm just interviewing myself. Thank you guys for watching. You know, this isn't actually a real YouTube video, but I feel like I should like thank you and like say hit that like button, but you know that's not gonna happen because it's just a video for school. But thank you for watching. I appreciate that. I hope that this helps you get to know me a little bit more and let you kind of inside to my weird crazy brain here. I love you guys. I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss seeing you guys and watching you guys do all these cool projects that we've been doing all year long. I'm gonna miss y'all. Love you guys. Have a great summer. Mwah.